my local clubs. Field day. We are pecking away and banging away, making some contacts. It is 11:05 my time. So just wanted to bring you along. I'm going to just try and go live for a few minutes, let y'all see some things. There's Jeff. He's working on digital station. Whoops, sorry. There is KE4PLK. He's on one of the K3 suites on 40 meters and just absolutely knocking it out of the park. 40 meters is wide open. There is Phil into LVG, and he is absolutely nailing some CW, which is Morse code. Let's go over there and see what he's got going on. Apparently I can turn on the flash. I didn't realize that.
All right.
It's not part of my radio call, it's some of my choices. Of course, I have radio.
What's up, everybody? Hey, thanks everybody for signing in. I know it's late, or it might be really early where you at. So, this is our field day site. Here's our food table. Lots of food. Overnight crew's fed well. You can see the grill over there in the corner. Made some fresh burgers and dogs. If y'all are at field day right now, what are y'all eating? Send it to me in the comments. That's way too fast for me to copy, guys. Sam's on 7-153.
Whiskey Delta 8 station come back. Whiskey Delta 8. Whiskey Delta 8. Mike.
Ordinary guy. Hold on for 2 seconds. I'll let you know. It's way too fast for me. Hold on.
Anytime he whistles into that mic, it blows me away.
It sure does, doesn't it? Jeff, are you on 20? We had a little bit of crossband going on. Who are you trying to contact, Phil?
I think it's November Echo 9 uniform, but he's gone.
November Echo 9 uniform, ordinary guy. But he disappeared. That one's November 1, Papa Bravo. That is way too fast for me to decode by ear, just to let you know. I love logging for Phil into LVG, but his speed is so far beyond mine that it blows me out of the water. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you came in live. I apologize. I explained it in the beginning. So this is the ARRL's field day for amateur radio. So there's like, 17,000 stations across America right now that are set up and trying to operate. It's a not contest. Field Day was originally established in 1933 to help people make sure that they were capable of operating their stations outside of their house in the event of emergency, kind of as an alternate means of communications. And Field Day's taken place every year since 1933, with the exception of 1941 through 1945, and that's because of World War II. The FCC and the Fed actually shut down amateur radio for those 4 years. But all the other years, the last weekend in June, this is what happens. So our club call, and our club is the Azalea Coast Amateur Radio Club. You can find us online at ac4rc.org, and you can find out all the information about the club there, and then all the information about Field Day specifically is on the arrl.org, and that's the Amateur Radio Relay League. They're kind of like a lobbying group and a governing body for ham radio. They don't really govern, but they assist in a lot of different things. So yeah, kind of aliens, I guess. That's what it sounds like some days, especially with that going so fast. So that is Matt and James. They're about to put another station on the air. Jeff just shut down his digital station. So we're operating in a class of 3. A is our operating class for this event, and that is meaning that we are a club, because we are our club, and we have more than 2 people, and we're the Alpha. We're on commercial main power, so this picnic pavilion has commercial power that we're on. So we're using that instead of battery backups, and there's Sam waving at you. But Morse code is still very active in the ham radio community, even with all the new modern technology. You can do digital stations, which is send stuff kind of like a fax machine. It's kind of what it sounds like anyway. The old modems from the 90s, but it sends coded messages called packets. But Morse code is still very much a part of ham radio. Up until 1993, you actually had to know Morse code to become licensed in ham radio. They dropped the code requirement in 1993, which honestly put a lot more hams on the air, but a lot of the old timers were upset that the new people didn't have to have code. Like me, I got in way after 1993, so I didn't have to have Morse code. So when the old timers talk about me, they say that I am a no code extra. And that means that I have amateur radio license extra class, and I did not have to do Morse code to get my licensing. But there's still dedicated clubs that only do Morse code, and they do it honestly because it's wonderful. Please, that'd be great. There is Wayne. He's in for HWH. He's been in ham radio for a long time. He retired down to Wilmington from Kannapolis, North Carolina. So he didn't travel too far for his retirement forever home. But he came to us, and we love having him in the club. He brought a lot of knowledge and a lot of possibilities and a lot of experience. So it's great to have him here too. I'm on YouTube Live at the moment. So there's Sam. He just talked to Alpha Delta 4 Bravo Kilo. So the 4 is the number, and that gives you the call area, and that tells you that it is West Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia. I think that's it. So you can kind of get a piece of where they're at just by the number that's used in the call sign. And there's Richard over there. He's KI4PSQ. And again, my name's Justin. I'm K3EE is my ham radio call sign. And that's Jeff, K4JEL. James, KQ4HGT. Matt, NC1F. So this is it. All right, guys. Look for a video on this later in the week, next week. I'm going to put all this together in a big, long video. The setup, the breakdown. I've got what we set up for antennas because it doesn't matter how bright of a flashlight this thing's got. You're not going to be able to see it very well. But that little piece of wire right here that I dare not touch is what's running signal right now.
73, good luck. QRZ, this is Alpha Charlie 4, Romeo Charlie.
Hey, yeah, Lit Tone, it's the same thing, man. We were fortunate enough to have the news media do an article on us too, but it's doing the exact same thing that's happening down in the Gulf Coast. We're all doing it together now, and we're all trying to talk to each other. Every time we talk to a station, we get points, and obviously those with the most points win. But it's not a contest officially.
It's not a contest, man.
Not a contest, but it's a contest. Yep. So we're doing it at a park because, again, it not being a contest, but there's points assigned to everything. If we do it in a public space, we get an extra 100 points. So we're in a park. We're in one of our county parks in the county that our amateur club's in. There's a nice little pond there, and that's a beautiful walking trail. It's like 2 miles long, and way over there in the dark, you might be able to faintly see a vertical line. That's not a cell tower. Those are actually stadium lights for a ball field. They've got like baseball, soccer fields way over there. But we gain extra points for being in southeastern North Carolina, stuck outside in 100-degree heat and dealing with thunderstorms. But luckily, we only had thunderstorms this morning. They pushed through about 1:30, and ever since then, we've had gorgeous starry skies and a very bright full moon. All right, guys, I'm Justin, K3EE. This is Blackbeard's Radio. I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to y'all later.